Hello everyone, Neonex Rose here, and it is demo time. I came across a demo of a game called The Last Winter Night. The art, the music, and possibly even the storyline is rather interesting. You wake up in a suit of armor in an abandoned castle, and you don't remember anything. This is a visual novel with gothic art style and backing, and it's beautiful. And I wanted to share it with you guys. So, let's take a look at The Last Winter Night. Click on an object to, well, interact with them. Oh, beautiful. Has your journey been long? Click on highlighted words. But at last, you've returned, like you promised. Clickers press space to advance regular text. Welcome home. The Last Winter Night. So let's take a look here. I think we're doing pretty good. Let's play with the full screen. There we go. Alright. Controls. Aren't I agree? Oh wow, look at that. That's cool. Alright. Let's start. Lost soul. Oh. Wander through the mist and snow. Oh. Do you feel the touch of iron cold? Iron. Oh, there we are. Look at this. That is so cool. Oh. Our cloak moved. Oh, we moved. Oh. Oh. Before I woke, there was nothing. No warmth or light. No touch or taste. No sound or sight. No dreams, no fears, no memories. Only the emptiness of a vast and boundless sunless sea. I am nothing, was nothing. Then, the shock of everything comes all at once. Music got a little grandiose there. Like a still heart beating back to life. A dam surrendering to the flood. Cold, dark, wind, fear, snow, sound? Questions, words, thoughts. Before this moment, I had no self. Now, in an instant, the world of the living forms around me. Or rather, I take form in it, flung into existence already knowing the life and what comes with it. Because I have lived before. Because I have died before. That hasn't changed. This I know with every breath I do not draw. Oh, look at the moon. Feel. The wind howls. Darkness settles around me like a cloak. I sense the cold, but its bite does not feel. I do not feel. One advantage of having no body, I suppose. I can't imagine anything surviving the storm for long. Moments pass. I remember still for some time, letting the sensations of the world around me flood my consciousness, bringing me back to the flow of time itself, its passage I know I once felt with painful clarity. A world of the living is finite, fragile one, fleeting as frost beneath the morning sun. Ooh, I love the description. I love the depth. Listen. Look at that. A roar of the wind, a creaking of iron, the song of a place abandoned by time. If solitude had a sound, would this be its melody? Look. Finally, I examine my surroundings. Or rather, my encasing. Oh. I open and close my hand, and an armored gauntlet responds. Steel fingers plate clinking softly with each motion. There were no living fingers within them, no flesh, not even bone, yet they bend to my wishes still. I twist my arm, and the Vambrants encounter move as if they were one with my true body. The rings of mail shirt clatter against the empty cuirass as I twist and turn the rest of my limbs. Oh, I see my hollow body. Sense it through the slits of my helmet, the apparent source of my hearing and sight. See. Gingerly, I crack my visor of my helm open with a soft click as my vision settles into focus, despite my lack of eyes to see with. Oh my. The first thing I see is myself. My reflection, rather, in a broken mirror on an old stone wall. An empty helm stares back at me. In a mirror, I twist and turn to see the hollow steel somehow respond to me, like it belongs to me. Was this my armor? No memories come to me. Not yet. Whatever revelation I expect will not arrive so easily, it seems. I don't have the slightest idea where I am or who I was when I was alive. The only thing I am certain is that I did live. And then I did not. Yet I awoke here, in the realm of the living, not beyond the shore where departed souls dwell. My being, my spirit, now rests in these hollow plates that respond to me like a piece of my true body. How? Or more importantly, why? I curl my fingers in my gauntlet. This armor is my only clue, and yet it yields no answer. All in good time. Whatever my name was. You have all of eternity to find your answers now. Yet, despite the cold and rigid nature of the metal, something about this steel shell surround me makes me feel comforting, protective and safe, like the arms of a father, and not only because it is armor. Perhaps it once defended me. Why else would my spirit be drawn to an empty case of cold steel? Perhaps in time, its familiarity will shed light on my questions. From now, I turn to the rest of my surroundings. Look at this artwork, it's beautiful. Oh, well, let's take a look here. The cold steel hearth, or cold stone hearth with only ashes remain. No fire has been lit here for a long, long time, but luckily I have no need to keep warm in my current body. Oh, a painting hangs above the hearth, flaked and aged. A lady, it looks like, with a crow or a raven. That's a raven, I think. Its ornate frame tarnished with time. It depicts a woman of no less than 20 summers, dressed in a blue gown, her skin porcelain fair, and hair fairer still. A raven, its feathers the same stark hue, perches on her arm. She is beautiful. Not even time can steal the fact from that canvas. But only because she likes me. Lifeless. Only because she's like me. Lifeless and ageless. Beauty. What a useless thing in the end. Even more fleeting than existence itself. Very true. Oh, she is gorgeous. Something in her blue eyes and stoic gaze seems almost familiar, but does not rekindle any memories. I wonder just how true to life this portrait is. Did the artist attempt to a more flattering vintage? Is that why I can't recall my master's face? Was she my master? Was this the person I swore fealty to? Promised my loyalty and devotion to? Why don't I remember? Did my oath mean so little to me? And was she here when whatever befell this place happened? It's a damn good question. I stand in what appears to be a large sitting room or solar. Its ceiling held aloft by tall stone walls. Debris and glass litter the floor. A sharp pang runs through my curse, though the place where my living heart would be. Clearly it hurts me to see the place like this. How long has it been left this way? How long have I been dead? Let's take a look out. I approach the arched windows on the other side of the room. Set against the stone walls and rimmed with frost, several of the glass panes now shattered. Once they must have stood proudly, scattering the sun's rays in diamond-shaped patterns against the floor. Now they are jagged and broken, sharp as an iron-eater's maul. Ooh. Outside, the world is a blur of white and dark that stretches as far as I can see. A bright moon shines in a pitch-black sky. I see my image in the glass, a knight with no face staring back. In moonlight against the dark glass, I notice more details in my armor. In the pitch black with ravens carved and painstakingly detailed across the steel plates. Ah, so that must have been my lady. Or my love? Maybe? The dark blue sash hangs against its carcass. Time and weather have not been kind to it, but it must have been a beautiful once. The metal clinks as I examine myself in the glass. It's old and tarnished, and yet I don't see a trace of damage from battle. Not even a scuff. It would have lain disguised while it was still brand new. Was the armor only a piece for show? What a waste of a serviceable suit. Or perhaps I never had the chance to wear it. That could be too. What would then draw me to it now? If my body did not fall while wielding it. Papers on the floor. Splattered parchment. Letters lie on the ground near the ancient wood table. I pick up a page and try to read the fated script. I have received your summons, and I will attend the banquet as you command. Once again, I offer my sincerest condolences for your father's passing. Marconus? Matronus. Matron. Hmm. He has left far too much for such a young woman to fulfill. They seem in response to invitations to a Matronus. What few letters I could decipher go much the same way, some overflowing with empty flattery, some with offers of marriage to noble sons, others still with unveiled condolences. It seems the lady of the manor came into power at a young age, and with it came the attention of all who held interest in her land and title. The woman in the painting looks so serene, yet I can only imagine her grinding her teeth at the words on the page. I bet. Let's go right. Oh, here we go. Banners hang upon the stone walls. The coat of arms painted upon them is faded, but appears to be a raven in flight. The gray, or perhaps once white, bird perched against a blue background. The ravens are similar to the ones carved on my armor. There cannot be any doubt that there was the family crest coat of arms. But what happened to the member of the said family? A grand window in the archway hall. At least the glass is intact. Snow is piled high against it, obscuring the night. It almost feels as if the place is frozen in time. Yeah, it does. Okay. Let's take a look at the door. Oh? Okay. Let's take a look at the candles first. Candles of all shapes and sizes cover this chamber. It must be a chapel, a place where the living came to burn offerings and pray for the departed. Recollection swims through the murky memories. Lighting candles for fallen is supposed to guide them to the shore beyond the sunless sea and burn away their mortal regrets. Either nobody thought to light one for me, or whatever burden I had weighed too greatly to be lifted by flickering flame. This is different. An altar sits at the center of the chapel, an ornate candlestick standing upon it. I can almost envision the room in a glow with soft flickering lights, the hum of reverent noises. Did I visit this place often? If you were a knight, most likely. What's this? It's a pewter box. Inside there is a flint, iron, and char cloth. I've heard that iron is sacred to spirits, perhaps because of its use in lighting fire. Perhaps because so many instruments for ending life are made from it. That's spooky. Perhaps it isn't so strange that the suit of armor welcomed me with open arms after all. Oh. We opened it. Can we do anything with it? No. Oh. There was more to that. So much so that the hero in the old tales carried wooden swords along with steel ones. Could that be why my spirit is drawn to the suit of armor? But it can't be the only reason. Hold on. Flint, iron, and char cloths inside the box. Iron is said to be sacred to spirits, including the sinister ones. So much so that heroes in the old tales will carry wooden swords along with steel ones. What's this? Stained glass window filled moonlight into the chamber. I recognized the scene depicted in the glass. Stories I must have been told as a child, though I have no memory of those years. Lit with moonlight, they show the hero Tristram wandering the mist. A lantern in one hand, a sword carved with a laden tree in the other. Descending from the land of the living, he searches for the soul of the one dearest to him. The tale never ends happily. The shores of the sunless sea are no place for the living. I'm surprised that the glass is still intact. Whatever rose in this castle, this room seems to have been spared. Perhaps its intruders thought twice about destroying a place filled with art and objects sacred to the spirits. As a spirit myself, I can't say I feel any need to haunt this room in particular, however. Well, I suppose rituals for the dead offer as much or more for the living who mourn and fear them. Good point. Let's see. Let's go back again. So we had a way over here. Oh. Let's go right again. Oh, another armor. A little different though. This rusted suit of armor. Crafted in an old style compared to mine. Yeah, this. Looks thicker too. Not nearly as ornate. Hello? I try to call out, but immediately feel foolish. I don't have a body, so naturally I have no voice either. And what are the chances that another haunted suit of armor would be in these halls? That's cute. I like that. More of the banners. More banners line the wall in the corridors. Upon closer inspection, the ravens are not painted, but painstakingly woven into the fabric. Wow, it must have taken hundreds, if not thousands of hours of work. I'm tempted to run my gauntlet over the fine weave, but decide against it. The metal might snag. And I'm not truly able to feel its texture anyway. True. Snow and shards of glass litter these halls, sharp with the iron eater's teeth. I step over them carefully, though I suppose I don't have to worry about cutting myself. Still, it's more about respect than anything, I think, for you. You're definitely tied to this place somehow. Oh, it's a room. A bedroom? Looks like a storage room of some sort. Ah. Crates of furniture are heaping near the entry. Almost like a barricade. Ah. If these crates made up a barricade, it clearly didn't last. Damn. Was the place attacked? It appears to be a hatch lies at the end of the room. I try to lift it. Oh, it lifts. After some resistance, it creaks open in pitch blackness. I suppose I shouldn't have expected anything else, but it startles me now, staring into it, just how suffocating the darkness feels. I wonder if we should try and go down. Wouldn't be wise to step in without light. A flame or a lamp of some kind. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I should leave the cellar entrance alone for now, so we need to remember this. Yeah, it didn't last. Alright. But how can a young girl lead us? If not for her, the north would be yours, Tristan. Hmm? Did I imagine a voice just now? Or was it a memory? Was I Tristan? Oh boy. A door with a lock. They said the doors lead further into the castle. I try to open them with my gauntlet, but it won't move an inch. They seem to be locked tight. do we do? There was flint and steel in here. I take the flint from the box and strike it until its spark catches. The light the three along the candles standing in the candelabra. Yes, this feels irrelevant to what the candles meant to honor the dead, but I am among the dead, and I certainly have use of them. Yeah. Okay, now we can go down that hatch, I bet. Huh? Tristan, my son. Do you resent me for sending your mother away? Huh? I should have come. I know better than to interrupt a prayer. An old man kneels before the altar, his long beard white as snow. An emptiness fills his eyes, windows to a weary soul and weighted mind. Lost in the past, questioning what could not be changed. I love him. I always did. But at the time, I thought him foolish. Perhaps it was jealousy speaking, the yearning for his favor that made me cast aside my feelings, all in attempts to surpass my duties. Now I know the weight and shackles of regret. Why ask such a question, Father? We both know having both a mistress and a bastard under your roof would ruin you. Oh, are we the bastard? Father? What was that? Ah, interesting. Let's go this way. It's hard not to keep thinking of you as little lady. There's precious little difference between protective, and belittling brother. A man stands before a suit of polished tournament armor, the dark steel gleaming black like the raven's wing. His sister urges to accept the gift. The circumstances of their births meant that one received all their noble father's land and titles, the other, nothing. Could a single suit of carved steel appease him? Was that my sister then? Was the lady my sister? Who? Yeah, I'm not sure either. Perhaps the lady is my sister, then, not a lover. The door opened with pitch blackness. Holding the candlestick before me, I began my dark descent. Clack. Clack. My southdowns clang on stone. My Hochberg's woven chains rattle. The sound of my armor feels almost deafening in the deathly quiet. The candlelight glints off the hollow steel plates. Old stone walls flicker in and out of view within the narrow radius of my light. Holding the flame before my visor, I'm struck with a strange sense of familiarity. I remember this feeling, of holding my blood-stained hands to a flickering flame, warming life back into my frozen fingers as I huddled in the cold. I'm not sure how long I walk in the underground passage. It feels like a tomb. Finally, up ahead, something on the ground comes into focus. Shapes, figures. Oh my! Bodies. Bones still dressed in the leather plate armor. Chain coifs and hauberks of common soldiers. Not bones. Corpses. Lives snuffed out. I nearly lurch and drop the candlesticks. It is not the sight of death that unbalances me, being dead myself in the night. The grim scene like this shouldn't startle me, but a deep well of aching, acid, bitterness floods through my very soul all the same. I was here. I saw the faces of these men before they died. Oh no. Did my, so to say, half-sister get all the money and everything? And no matter what I did, of course, it's not going to appease my father. So, did I take action and die for it? Or did I fight with beside them? Twisted, gaping, frozen, and whites in their eyes as large as the moon's. Did I kill them? Yeah, I'm wondering that too. The skull leers of the chainmail coiffed as I approach. Beautiful artwork, by the way. This is beautiful artwork. The flames before me flicker as my gauntlet curls reflectively. Anger, disgust, hatred. These and many more unfamiliar feelings flow in the hollow space of my carcass. Emotions in the living run through my flesh, weighted in by my mind, metered by my heart. But a spirit has no such gateway, no barriers against the flood of feelings that make up the soul. The question is not what I did to these soldiers, but why. Yep. I bet he went to try and take over his sister's place that she was given by birthright, and he was bastard child. Shit. It looks like a bird's skeleton. Odd to see it here, but most likely a carrion crow that came to feed while the bodies were fresh. Perhaps. Another body lies ahead, face up on the ground, clad in armor that resembles mine. But unlikely my black plate, this knight's armor is rusted, once silver hue. The helm and carcass are battered. The raven itself, carved into steel, looks wounded. Dried dark stains have pooled beneath the corpse. So perhaps I bled to death? It was you. You conspired with... You could still make a right choice, Tristan. Ugh, I did. I betrayed my sister, I bet. Tristan? That name again. I remember it. Was it mine? There's keys. I stared down at the armored corpse. I knew this night. The night with the burning look in her unwavering eyes. I knew that gaze. I'm sure of it. Tristan, she had called. But who was she? Why was she pleading? Why did we fight? You fought for power, probably. Was I the one who killed her? Damn. There's keys here. Looped on her belt was an ornate key. I take it. I need this more than you do. Rest in peace. Damn. Alright, let's go back. I would leave your body to the ravens and hang your head on a spike. Wow. What the hell? Did all these years mean nothing to you? Bold words from a little lady sheltered all her life. What would you know? Yeah, it was power. Voices accompanied every step and clang of my sabatons upon the floor. The sounds, the swirling cacophony, does not make the darkness any less crushing. I have no ears to cover, no voice to yell and drown them out with. Why am I rushing through the dark like a frightened child? Don't I want to remember? Maybe not. But what will happen if I learn who or what I was? Alright, let's go to the door. I fit the key I took from the fallen knight into the lock and twisted. The hinge clinks loudly as I push the great doors open. The ruins of the castles in our halls and the scene in the cellars are nothing compared to what lies before me. Oh no. Oh, all the lives. Oh no. Wow. This truly was a massacre. The bodies twisted at the table are dressed in what seemed once fine clothes. Furs, dyed silks, and remnants of embroidered wools. I spy skeletons with rings on bony fingers, gold teeth set into their skulls, probably nobles. Nobles dressed for death in all their finery. Damn. There's guards. Not only lords, but ladies lie here. The bodies of knights and soldiers also litter the halls. The soldiers' corpses are dressed similarly to the ones in the cellar. Damn. The knights. A few wear colors and armors unfamiliar to me, but the others? As I pass the remains of the men and women dressed in armor that mirror my own, painful hot flashes flare within my carcass. A brief memory, a face, a voice. I knew each and every one of these knights. Why is my body not among them? Where is the armor I would have worn as their brother in arms? I think you might be a betrayer, my dude. Bodies laid crumpled over the long tables in the grand hall. Their faces covered in overturned plates and goblets and platters. The floor is buried with some similar wreckage. Dark stains have seeped into woods and stone and cloth. A banquet for the dead. Now the thing is, how they lay there too makes me think of mass poisoning. And that's probably what started this takeover. Tristan. Don't you dare, Tristan! Lady Lind, you must retreat. It's too dangerous. And leave everyone to be slaughtered? Blood and death. Screams and steel. Enemies from all sides. A brother leads a sister away from the chaos. Oh, so maybe he made a deal with someone and they betrayed the family? Damn. She doesn't recognize the trap laying in wait till it's too late. Nope, I was wrong. He did it. So where does this leave me? Now I recognize myself as Tristan. A castle in ruins. A massacre within the halls. A lady who ruled them missing. As was her brother's, whose empty suit of armor remained. Did I do this? Yep, I think you did, dude. I don't know for certain yet. There could be another explanation. I can keep searching for answers. I can deny this tale. Are you sure about that? But I'm a spirit, a soul, a collection of memories, an echo. How can I deny the truth of the guilt that floods through the hollow shell? You KO'd your sister for power. Is this my story? Is this how my tale ends? I caused this massacre and abandoned everyone to their fates. I was Tristan. I coveted the title and birthright of another, and stole it for myself. And now in death, I wander the earth in penance, trapped in this steel shell, a villain in the guise of a knight. This is how the story ends. You are cold. Or are you cold, grandmother? Leave me be, child. The young man obeys, but not before adding another log to the fire. Sparks fly and the flames hungrily swallow wood, bathing in the room in long flickering shadows. There I am. He is almost 30, and he still carries himself with a boyish grace and gentle demeanor, not unlike his father's, or yours. Too kind, too naive for his own good, and this good, and the good of this house. Never in my long years have I understood how our cruel winters can forge such mild, malleable souls. When I finally pass, the north will fall into his uncertain hands. But at last, it won't be any concern of mine. The only certainty in this land is violence and steel. That lesson I have never forgotten. I huddle in my chair by the fire. Pulling the quilts tighter around my shoulders is no use. Every year, at the eve of your death, a chill fills the surface of my skin, seeping into old bones. A cold no fire could ever warm. Is it your spirit reminding me of my failures? Do you remain here on the side of that black and bitter shore? Do you watch me? Blame me? Are you waiting for me? Soon, brother. Soon enough we will meet. So she lived? Please, keep waiting for me. Wow. Maybe she lived. Oh, ending one. Bitter memories. Wow. What was the last choice that I made? It's my story. It's how my town ends. Oh, the cause this massacre. I abandon everyone to their fates. No. I wonder if massacre and abandon is the same one. Let's take a look. Oh. I was Tristan. I abandoned my comrades in liege in their direst hour and fled to save myself. And now in death, I wander the earth as pittance, trapped in a steel shell, a coward in the guise of a knight. Oh, wow. This is how the story ends. Is she gonna stay the same? Or is she even alive? Grip your sword like this, Lynn. One hand over the pommel. Now bring your arms forward. Yes, like that. My brother stands before me, holding a wooden sword in elegant stance, waiting for a strike from the short one in my small, clumsy hands. I couldn't have been more than 7 summers old when first taught me how to use a sword on those long idle days when I'd run and hide from my lessons. The Heckham days before he earned his spurs and scars. Your father still smiled, and the two of them would chase me laughing through banks of freshly fallen snow. In those days, it had never felt so cold. I looked down. The hand that grips the pommel and hilt are those of an adult, calloused and wrinkled, extended forth a blade of rusted steel. My sword melts as it hits his wooden one, as if the iron had suddenly turned to snow. I gaze upward and no longer see my brother's face. Ooh. His helmet stares blankly as blood pours from his visor, down his gorget, cascading over his cuirass and staining his carved raven's head. Then the man that stood before me is gone, no more, and the empty armor clatters to the ground. I wake up shaking. Oh, so it seems in one she survives, and he dies. This one, she seems to have killed him. I wake up shaking, shivered in the cold that hollows my bones. Embers glow in the hearth. Frost clouds the windows. Stiff, heavy blankets cover me, offering me little warmth. Decades have gone and passed, but the nightmares have never left me. Are you still haunted as I am, brother? Oh. Ending B, broken memories. Okay, let's try one more because there was one that said no. How does the tale end? I caused this massacre, I abandoned everyone to their fates. No. Let's try no. I refuse this tale. Then what is the truth? I refuse this ending. I refuse to believe it was me. That the person who wore this armor would do such a thing. Even if it's a lie. A foolish tale to make believe. I want to believe in him. In me. You can still make the right choice, Tristan. Tristan, please. I still don't know what happened to her. Did she escape? There's more. I come before another set of doors at the end of the hall. From the sound of wind beyond the walls, they must lead outside. I push against the doors. They don't budge an inch. Locked as well? Damn it, why? Tristan, don't you dare! I will find you. Just please stop. I lean against the doors, bearing the weight of my armor against it. I hear wood crack and iron groan. It doesn't budge. Let me through, damn it! Let me out! I grip my gauntlets into the wood, iron gouging like the tips of claws, my skeleton of plates and twisted and creaking. I bash the maw of my visor against oak again and again. Oak is actually a pretty damn strong wood. And again and again and again, wishing I could grow iron teeth to tear, and tear it apart. Tristan. Damn this voice. Damn these useless memories. Damn this worthless shell. Don't you dare leave. Leave me be! What does anything matter? I'm dead now. You're dead too, aren't you? I don't think, well, if not dead now, she's probably passing soon. My shell slumps against the door. I pound my empty claws into the stone floor. The twisting of my steel bones sounds like a metallic snarl. Damn this castle. Damn these halls. There's nothing lives or stirs. But neither do the dead be long. Damn this armor. Damn whoever I was. I can't bear this. I can't. I won't. Oh, so I drift. I slip away from my armor. Let go of my tether. And wade into the black waves of the sunless. Don't you dare. Don't you dare think of leaving me, Tristan. I won't, Lynn. What's troubling you, Mir? Mirjam. Nothing. It's just hard to believe Lord Sigmund is gone. And now the young lady is to rule. You've known it would always be this way. Lind has been raised for practically from the cradle. But how can a young girl lead us? If not for her, the North would be yours, Tristan. Watch your words, Mirjam. Seasonal may be a young girl, but soft-hearted she is certainly not. Damn Mirjam. Or Dame Mirjam. There she is. My lady. Please join Sir Diedhard and prepare to receive our guests. I need a word with my brother before the banquet. At once, my lady. Did you hear all that, Lynn? I heard enough. That my own knights think so little of me. They've been protecting you since you were small. It's not hard. It is hard to keep thinking of you as little lady sometimes. There's precious little difference between protecting and belittling, brother. Don't let it vex you. Mir may be hard-nosed, but she means well. I've thicker skin than that. I trust you to keep all of them in line. I'll do my best. But why did you want to see me? Just to talk. Settle my nerves, I suppose. We've both been so busy. I'm here for you anytime, Lynn. Shall we walk? Yes. But first, won't you tell me what you think of your new armor? Lynn. So maybe I didn't do it. Cold, dark, wind, fear, frost. The wind whips my hair as I cling onto the horse's back for dear life. Branches streak past us. The path is uneven and winding, twisting through the desolate woods. It's a miracle my steed hasn't stumbled, collapsed, twisted, broken like... I'm too terrified to cry. My muscles burn, yet my entire body feels frozen and the cold cutting through my clothes. I don't know if it's minutes, hours, or days that pass once my steed's thundering hooves finally slow, then stall, then stop. Light shines up ahead. Pinpricks of fire within the night, signs of at last of life. I dismount and nearly fall off my stallion's back. Shaking, I wipe my hands on my clothes. It's no use. The blood is long dried. Oh. And there, standing alone, is when the tears finally come. They fall free from my eyes in painful droplets, breaking like a dam surrendering to a flood. I scream more than sob. I curse more than I weep. My heart's about to burst into torment greater than all the tears combined. I will return. I will tear the world itself to pieces if I must. This I swear. I promise. The last winter night. Wow. Indies. The art is beautiful. The art is beautiful. The story, is it her? Was the one that had the keys our brother? Now I wonder, which one is which and where and whom and why? Some of the information's a little confusing, but this is not the end. This is only the demo. The game is to have a release date in fourth quarter of 2024. I would love to see where this goes. The art style, the music, the grandiose, the... Oh! Hi, Eli! Hey, you've reached the end of the demo. Thank you so much for playing. I'm Eli, aka Indices, the sole developer of this game. So if you're interested in the full game, make sure to wishlist this. Thanks for playing it as far, I really appreciate it. I hope to see you again soon. Until then, have a good one. Brr. Well, that is an interesting one. I am definitely putting this on my wish list. So are you? Who do you think is actually in the armor? Is it Tristan? Or is it the girl? Is it the Matreon? Which one is it? Now, the story is a little confusing. It's still questioning, can this... And where does this end? Where does it begin? Who betrayed whom? Who lied to whom? Who went where and why? And did he really covet his sister's power? Or did somebody else? I'm wondering. I am truly wondering. I want to know. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. If you like this, hit the like button. I want to know. I really cannot wait for this one. This one's going to be on my wish list. And I hope to be able to play it through. Wow. The artwork, the music. Who is whom? And who is in the armor? And why? And what? What happened? What truly happened? Because there's several views here. There's Tristan. There's the matriarch, his sister. And then there's the one in the lost soul. Now, I'm saying that because the lost soul makes a third person, because who is it and why? What happened? Because it seems soon after the death of their father that this event might have taken place. Damn. Well, that's going to be it for this demo today. If you liked it, click like down below and let me know. But until I see you again, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and have a wonderful time. Bye, guys. Wow, this is beautiful. Definitely gothic, but I love it.